Ice cream was one of the most common desserts there is, and if you're like me, you want to have that entire tub. There's too many brands that have over 1,000 calories in them. So what if you can make an ice cream recipe that's less than half of that and tastes just as good? Oh yeah, you can. So in today's video, I want to show you 4 of my favorite ice cream recipes that are less than 300 calories, and you're gonna learn everything from the ingredients to use, as well as how to not mess up with those ingredients, because it's easier than you think. And we're gonna start off with the gear and the ingredients, because if you don't have these things, you're not gonna be able to make these recipes, or at least is the same as me. All the recipes in this video will require some form of Ninja Creami, and if you've never heard of the Ninja Creami, it's basically a life hack for low-calorie ice cream. I've been using it for a couple months now, and it's been very consistent and reliable, so I highly recommend getting that for this. And then you're also gonna need a few pints if you really want them for a couple more days of making your ice cream, so you can have it for meal prep or bulk. So I recommend getting that too. And you might also need a frother, which basically mixes all the ingredients together super easily. You don't have to have it, but it makes everything convenient and prevents clumping. So I recommend getting one of those. And for some of the recipes in particular, will require a blender to blend it all together. So this is very important if you want to have all the recipes. If you guys don't have any of these things, it will all be down in the links in the description below. So check them out. And then next will be the ingredients. Each recipe will require at least one of these things. So think of it as like your baseline when making this ice cream. You're gonna need some low calorie or low fat milk. So for example, I personally use Fairlife on this because I get a lot of protein, and also it's just low calorie in general. But if you don't want to have Fairlife because let's say you're lactose intolerant, or you wanna have the calories even lower, you can have something like almond milk, oat milk, or coconut milk. It really doesn't matter in terms of that. I stick with almond on this because I enjoy it the most. And then after that, you're gonna need some type of protein in it, because normally the protein is generally what can keep it thicker than, since you're not using fat. So for example, we'll be using at least some type of protein powder. For me, I use chocolate and vanilla, and also using some type of flavored Greek yogurt. I use vanilla because it gives a lot of taste, and you probably don't want something super bland than just the other ingredients, because it could taste a little bit different than what I have. After that, you're gonna need some 0-calorie sweeteners such as monk fruit, stevia, Splenda, erythritol, whatever works best for you. And I'm mainly gonna be using monk fruit for these. And then you can also have a little bit of salt for some taste. And then also, if you really wanna make it thicker, which I use for some of the recipes, you can use things like xanthan gum or guar gum to really make it more thick. Now you got all your ingredients together. We're actually gonna make these bad boys into some sexy ice cream, but make sure you don't skip ahead, because if you want the specific macros and to have it as low calorie, make sure you pay attention, don't skip ahead. So let's get to it. So the first recipe that we got is the peanut butter chocolate flavor. And this is the first one I ever did, and I have been still using this. Tastes amazing, and it only has about 298 calories with about 47 grams of protein. And trust me, once you have it with the peanut butter and you just take that spoon and as good. So I'm gonna teach you how to do it right. So you're gonna mix up all these ingredients together, and you're gonna start off with a cup of Fairlife milk, a cup of almond milk. Then you're gonna get 2 tablespoons of peanut butter powder. I'm using PB Fit for this. Then you use a scoop of protein powder. For me, I'm using Vital Proteins for this. And then you can also get a tablespoon or about 20 grams of monk fruit. Put that in there, use your frother to blend it up. And then after that, you're gonna put it in the freezer. But do you know something? When I just put it in the freezer, I actually did not put the lid on, and there was a reason for that. When you put on the lid for some of the ice creams, depending on the ingredients, it actually causes a spike inside the ice cream. So why is that important? Because when you put it in the Creami, it won't actually be able to blend because you can't lock it in place. So if you want to make sure you don't get that spike at the top, don't put the cup on. Or if you're fine with putting the cup on so nothing spills, then at least have less volume in that. So that's just an important thing to keep in mind. After 12 hours have passed, at the minimum, you're gonna put it in the Ninja Creami, and then you're gonna put it on ice cream mode. And after that, it should look like this. But wait, no, it should not look like that. What is the issue? The reason why is that it's a little bit too hard, and the Ninja Creami needs something to have it like a soft base to it. So what you're gonna do is that you could put either water, your low calorie milk, or your Fairlife milk like I'm using right here, pour it in for a little bit, and then give it a respin. And after that, it should look a lot more like this, nice and creamy. One thing, if you do wanna add a more peanut butter flavor, which factors in the calories, you can use a Quest PB cup, and that's what I'm personally using. You can use Recess peanut butter cups if you want, like the Recess Thins and the Minis, but the calories will change on this. But if you don't care, then you could put as much as you want on top, and then bam, you got your beautiful peanut butter chocolate ice cream right there. So hopefully you guys enjoy that. So what if you don't like chocolate or peanut butter? Well, that's fine, because we also got our vanilla birthday cake ice cream recipe that was only 290 calories for 27 grams of protein, and that is so good. Best bang for your buck ever. So we're gonna start off with the ingredients right now. So we're gonna start off with 2 cups of almond milk, and then after that, you're gonna get your sugar-free Jell-O vanilla pudding mix to really give it a vanilla flavor, and then you're just gonna put that in. Then you're also gonna add your protein powder, that's also vanilla, and then a little bit of your 0-calorie sweetener. Then you're gonna put it all together and then put it in the freezer for a few hours, same thing, at least 12. And then after that, you think you're gonna put in ice cream mode? Ha! Wrong. For this one specifically, I like using the light ice cream just because it's already so thick from the protein powder and the vanilla pudding. So you're gonna put it on light ice cream this time and then let it spin. And then if it looks a little bit chalky, it's okay. Just put some milk in and then put it back in to respin. And after that, it should become this thick, beautiful piece of vanilla ice cream. And because it is a birthday cake flavor, you're gonna drizzle on those sprinkles of whatever your choice is. You can use chocolate, you can use rainbow sprinkles, whatever it is, this is up to you. And I know for me, when I did it, it was about 30 calories worth. So when you do that, it should look like this and it will look beautiful. So you guys are going to love that one. So you might be thinking to yourself, Dalton, that's cool and all, but except I don't want to have any protein powder in my ice cream. I actually don't have any at all. And that's totally fine, because in this recipe, it's going to be a strawberry ice cream that does not have any protein powder, and you don't need any type of thickeners if you really don't want them. So for this, it ends up becoming 280 calories for only 36 grams of protein. Yes, you heard me, 36 grams with even less calories. So let's get right into it. So for this recipe, it will require a blender. So we're gonna put all this in the blender first, and then after that, we're gonna put it into the Creami. First off, to obviously give it the strawberry flavor, you're gonna put in your cup of strawberries, and after that, we're gonna put a cup and a half of vanilla Oikos Greek yogurt. And because it is the vanilla flavor, you're not really gonna need to put any other type of sweetener because it already has stevia in it. But once you do, after when you put a half a cup of almond milk, you could put a little bit of monk fruit in it. And also after that, I also choose to put just a little bit of xanthan gum to give it a little bit more thickness to it. You don't have to do this, but after that, put a little bit of salt in, shake it up, and then you're gonna blend it for just however long till it looks super creamy. Then you're gonna pour it into your creamy pint, let it sit for 12 hours. Then after that, you're gonna put in ice cream mode, and bam, you got yourself some beautiful strawberry ice cream. And if you really wanna make it even more beautiful, you could put a little bit of frozen or fresh strawberries on top. So you are welcome, fam. Do amazing things and eat it like a king. And for the next recipe, if you're also a fruit lover still, you're going to love this mango and peach sorbet, because oh my gosh, it is so good. So for this one, only has about 250 calories for about 15 grams of protein. So let's get right to it. For the recipe, you're going to, of course, need some mango and peaches. So get a cup of each and then put that inside your blender cup. Then you're gonna put about a cup of almond milk with that. And then I also decided to put some xanthan gum in this as well for the thickness. And for this, you're also gonna put the monk fruit as well as the Oikos vanilla Greek yogurt. Put all that together, shake it up, blend it again, then put it in the pint. And of course, after when it's done freezing, you're then gonna put it on the sorbet function. And for that, just let it spin, and bam, amazing protein ice cream. Even though it's a little bit lower in protein on this one, it's still low in calories because that's all that matters. But if in this case, because it is so good, you guys know the power of the Ninja Creami. But you might be thinking to yourself, Dalton, I don't have a Ninja Creami still, but I'm still looking at all these recipes. And guess what, man? You made the right decision watching this video. But if you do want more low-calorie desserts or low-calorie foods in general that you can eat on a day-to-day basis without gaining weight, then you might like this video right here. So give it a check out and make sure you subscribe down below for more videos like this. So of course, as always, guys, take care, stay beautiful, and enjoy the rest of your day. Take care, guys.